Most people think being alone means something is wrong with you. But what if the smartest people actually choose it on purpose? What if the very thing others call loneliness is secretly one of the biggest advantages in life? Look closely at highly intelligent people, and you'll notice a strange pattern. They don't chase crowds, they don't need constant noise, and they're completely comfortable spending long periods of time alone. Not because they hate people, but because their mind is simply too busy to be entertained by shallow distractions. Think about it. When was the last time you sat alone without your phone, without music, without a screen, and just let your mind think? For many people, that silence feels uncomfortable. But for intelligent people, that silence is where everything begins. It's where ideas are born, where problems get solved, and where clarity replaces confusion. And here's the truth that most people don't realize. Constant social noise drains mental energy.
Every conversation, every notification, every opinion from other people pulls your focus away from your own thinking. But intelligent people guard their mental space like it's gold. They understand that the world rewards deep thinking, not constant talking. In fact, many breakthroughs in history didn't happen in crowded rooms. They happened in quiet moments of isolation. When you're alone, something powerful happens inside your brain. Psychologists call it deep cognitive processing. Your mind begins connecting ideas, analyzing experiences, and building solutions in ways that simply can't happen in a noisy environment. That's why some of the most creative people in the world deliberately create distance from the crowd. And you can see this in everyday life too. Think about a student preparing for an important exam. While everyone else is hanging out, scrolling social media, or chasing temporary entertainment, that one student sits quietly for hours, focusing on understanding the material deeply.
At the time, it looks like sacrifice. But months later, that same student walks into opportunities others only wish they had. The difference wasn't intelligence alone. It was the ability to be alone without feeling empty. Here's another powerful truth. When you spend time alone, you start hearing your own thoughts more clearly than the voices of other people. And that changes everything. Most people live their entire lives reacting to expectations from family, friends, and society. But intelligent people often step back and ask a dangerous question. What do I actually want? That question is uncomfortable. It forces you to face your fears, your weaknesses, and your true potential. But it also gives you something rare, direction. And direction is far more powerful than motivation. Motivation fades when life becomes difficult, but clarity keeps you moving forward, even when no one is watching. Of course, choosing solitude doesn't mean rejecting the world. It simply means you're not addicted to it.
Intelligent people value meaningful conversations over constant company. They prefer depth over noise, growth over approval, purpose over popularity. And that's why they often appear different. While others are busy being seen, they're busy becoming. While others chase attention, they chase understanding. And here's the ironic part. The world eventually rewards the people who were willing to walk alone. The student who studied quietly becomes the expert everyone listens to. The dreamer who spent nights working alone builds something the crowd never imagined. The thinker who questioned everything discovers answers others were too distracted to see. So if you sometimes feel different because you enjoy your own company, don't rush to fix it. Don't assume you're missing out. Because the truth is, solitude isn't a weakness. It's often the training ground for greatness. It's where discipline is built, where identity is shaped, and where powerful ideas begin. Learn to be comfortable in your own silence, because the people who master that skill don't just understand the world better, they eventually change it.